everybody, it's Jessica from ayearwithjulia.com, and tonight we're making gigot de pastel rôti, which simply is a roast leg of lamb. So first, we've preheated our oven to 450 degrees, and now we'll start working on our meat. This here is a 2-pound leg of lamb with the bone still in, and the first thing we'll do is take our knife and make small slits in the meaty part of it. And here we have some sliced garlic. I'm just going to make these slits and insert the garlic down into the meat. This is an optional tip in case you want to have a little extra flavor in that dish. So I'll find a couple more spots here. Just slides right in. Maybe one more over here. There we go. Next, all we have to do is wipe off our meat with a paper towel so it's nice and dry to get a good sear on the outside in the oven. Okay, mixture there. Flip it over, pat that dry. Okay, the next thing we have here is a bowl of melted butter and a little bit of cooking oil mixed together. We're just going to take a brush and brush that over our meat. Give it a nice good coating. Make sure you get all sides here. Okay, I think we are good and coated. Now all we have to do is set that leg of lamb right there in our roasting pan. And we're going to put it in the oven for about 15 minutes, and every 5 minutes or so we'll rotate it and baste it. And this is going to give us a good sear on the outside, and then once we get past that step, we're going to lower the heat in the oven and actually cook the meat. Well, it's been 15 minutes, and I think we're ready to take the meat out of the oven. Ooh, it's looking good. Alright, you can see how it's got a really nice brown sear all the way around, and the point of that is that we want to keep the juice in the meat while it cooks. So by giving it a good sear now, it'll keep those juices inside for the next hour or so that it has to cook. So at this point what we'll do is we're going to bring our heat in the oven down to 350. Okay, and we're going to add 1 chopped carrot and 1 large chopped onion to the bottom of the pan. This will mostly be for flavor. Get those in there. They don't have to be real pretty. Just put all these right around. And the one thing I want to say about this dish is the cool thing is it's so easy to make. I mean, this is the extent of the work you have to do. You chop up a couple of vegetables, baste some meat, and then you're pretty much done because the whole thing really takes care of itself. Once you put it in the oven, that's about it. So this is going to, it's about 30 minutes per pound of meat. So because this is a 2-pound leg of lamb, it'll be in the oven for about an hour, which really isn't bad. And you kind of just let it go. You don't have to baste it. You don't have to keep an eye on it. You just set it in there. So this is one of those great recipes to make when you've just got a whole bunch of other things going on, but you want a really good dinner. This is the way to go. All right. So we've got our vegetables in. We've got our heat down. We're going to, like I said, put the meat back in for about an hour because it is a 2-pound leg of lamb. And then after about an hour, we'll check on it and see how it's going. It's been just over an hour since we put the lamb in the oven, so I think we're ready for it to come out and see how it's coming. The meat looks good to me. We'll turn off our oven, and we're going to remove the lamb and put it on a platter where it needs to rest for about 30 minutes. To let those juices kind of soak back into the meat. I'm now going to take our rack, remove it from the pan, and just set it aside because we're finished with it now. And now it's time to make the sauce for the lamb. So what we'll do is put it on our burners like this, and we'll turn both of the burners on, kind of medium heat. And we're going to add about a cup of beef stock to the pan. And at this point, we're going to take a wooden spoon and we're going to mix up all these yummy brown bits from the bottom of the pan. It's all going here. And we're also going to sort of mash the vegetables into the stock as we work this, because ultimately we want it to be one sort of smooth sauce. So we'll let this heat up for a little bit, let our meat rest for about a half hour, then we'll be ready to eat. Okay, we've let our meat rest and our sauce is finished, so I think we're ready to start carving our leg of lamb. So here we go. Oh man, it smells so good. It looks like it's cooked perfectly, still real juicy, but all the way done. So we'll put a big piece on this plate here. And we'll top it, we'll top it with some of this sauce. Okay, we also made buttered peas. So we'll add that to the side. And we also made some buttered Brussels sprouts. We'll just put those on the side as well. There you have it. Guys, this meal is so easy. I highly recommend trying it. It takes an hour and it's just, you do the preparation, you stick it in the oven, and you're done. It's super, super simple. You can do a million other things while you're waiting for this to cook, and you can, live your life. So, just because you're a busy person doesn't mean you can't eat well. And here's the meal to prove it. So, this is Jessica from YourWithJulia.com. See you next time.